No matter how much you achieve, there's a quiet voice that says, it's still not enough. You hit the goal, and for a moment you feel okay. Then the bar moves, and you're behind again. If that feeling follows you everywhere, there might be a reason buried deeper than you think. And it may have started before you can even remember. If you were the oldest child, your childhood shaped you in a very specific way. And let's break down how to finally quiet that voice. It starts with a simple fact. You were the experiment. You were the first. Your parents had never done this before. Every rule, every worry, every high expectation landed on you first before they relaxed, before they learned, before they figured out what actually mattered. You got the strictest version of them, the most anxious version, the version still trying to prove they were doing it right. So, without anyone deciding it, you became the test run, and a test run is always held to a higher standard. Then came the responsibility. At some point, probably younger than you should have been, you became a second parent. Watch your siblings, set the example, be the responsible one. You learned to read the room, to anticipate problems, to carry weight that wasn't yours to carry. And here's the thing about being handed responsibility early. It feels like love, being trusted, being relied on, being the mature one. It earns approval. So your brain learned a quiet rule. I am valuable when I am useful. I earn love by performing. That rule doesn't disappear when you grow up. It just goes underground, which leads to the core wound. Your worth got tied to achievement. When you're praised mostly for what you do, good grades, good behavior, taking care of things, you slowly stop believing you're loved for who you are. You start believing you're loved for what you produce. So you achieve, and it works for a second, but the relief never lasts because deep down you're not chasing the goal. It's truly you're chasing the feeling of finally being enough. And no external achievement can fill an internal hole. So you set a new goal and another, forever climbing, never arriving. That's why you feel inadequate even when you're objectively doing well. It was never about the results. It was about a standard you were measured against before you had any say in it. And there's another layer. You became a perfectionist as the test run mistakes felt dangerous. Getting it wrong meant disappointing the people whose approval you depended on. So you learned to control everything, to double check, to never let the cracks show. Perfectionism looks like high standards from the outside. From the inside, it's fear, the fear that if you slip, you'll be exposed as not good enough. And perfectionism is a trap because perfect doesn't exist. So you're left permanently falling short of an impossible bar you built to feel safe. You might also notice you struggle to rest. Slowing down feels wrong, almost guilty, because to you, stillness was never safe. Your value was in doing, so doing nothing feels like becoming worthless. You rest and the anxiety creeps in. You should be productive. You should be helping. You should be more. That restlessness isn't a personality flaw. It's a child who learned that being still meant being unseen. Now, here's the part that changes everything. None of this is the truth about you. It's a pattern, a set of rules you absorbed before you could question them. And patterns learned can be unlearned. The first step is simply seeing it, recognizing that the voice saying not enough isn't your voice. It's an old rule playing on a loop. The moment you name it, it loses some of its power. Then start separating your worth from your output. Practice this small, uncomfortable idea. You're allowed to exist without earning it. You don't have to perform to deserve love. You already did enough by being here. Let yourself do things badly sometimes. Send the imperfect message. Leave the task unfinished. Rest without guilt. Each time you do, you teach your nervous system a new rule. I am safe even when I'm not achieving. And be gentle with the responsible kid inside you. That version of you wasn't broken, like they were adapting. They carried a lot so that you could get here, and you don't have to keep carrying it the same way anymore. So the next time that voice says you're falling behind, pause. Ask where it really came from. Because feeling inadequate was never proof that you're not enough. It was proof that you were asked to be enough for everyone far too early. You were never the problem. You were just the first. If this hit something in you, You already know what to do. One click keeps more of this coming. See you in the next one.